Hey my loves! So today I have a huge collective haul for you guys of things that I've recently picked up from the drugstore, Ulta, and Sephora, and two things that I picked up from Outlook. So I just want to jump into it and show you guys what I picked up. So to start off, I'm going to start off with the drugstore products, and the first thing that I picked up was the Maybelline Dream Wonder foundation, and this is the foundation that comes in with the applicator that looks kind of like a dropper, but you don't squeeze the product. It's supposed to like drip down from the tip, and you're supposed to apply it like that with your fingers or with a brush or with a sponge. I haven't tried it. I got it in the color 60 Sand Beige for the summer, and it looks like this color should be pretty good for me. I was thinking about going a little lighter, but I think that this is actually a perfect, it blended right in. I think that this is a perfect color for me. So you're supposed to shake it up, and it's a very liquidy foundation. It's supposed to be reminiscent of the L'Oreal foundation that recently came out, or not recently, it came out about a year ago. So yeah, I picked that up, and I'm excited to try that. And then the next things that I picked up were from L'Oreal, and they're the Collection Privé lipsticks, and I got a few of them, but I'm only going to show you two. And I got Jennifer's Nude and Eva's Nude, and they're just supposedly like nude colors that are meant to go for the artist or the actress that's it's supposed to be like their perfect nude. So I picked those up, and then I got Jennifer's also, which is a little lighter than Eva's, and I think I like Jennifer's a little bit better because, you know, we're close in skin complexions. And then the next two things that I picked up were by this brand called Makeup Academy, and I got a lip gloss and a lipstick, and I got this corally rosy pinky color that's gorgeous, and I'm excited to use. And then I also got this gloss, which I'm not a huge fan of. I'm not a huge fan of the applicator. Do you see, like, the applicator is horrible. It's like feathered up over here. It's supposed to be a brush. It comes out really goopy, the product, with this brush, and I don't think that for $10 this is really worth it, in my opinion. So this is like a I don't think I'll be getting much use out of it. I wish that they would change the brush applicator for this particular product, and I feel like the packaging is kind of cheap. The next things that I picked up were from the drugstore also, and I picked up the Maybelline The Nudes palette, and this is a pretty palette. I haven't tried it out yet, so I'm excited to use it. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about the palette because the colors, they're not high quality eyeshadows. I think that for what you pay, this was $14.99 in CVS, but I know in Ulta it's $9.99. But for what you pay for the palette, it's good quality, if that makes sense. Like, it's not high, it's not going to be like a naked palette, but if you don't have a lot of money to buy the naked palette, then I think that this is a great substitute. My only complaint is that there's, like, the browns, to me, they're a little, there's only like two warm tone browns, and then there's a few cooler tone colors, and then there's the gold that's really yellow. But I'm excited to do a lot of looks with it. I really love these two colors. I think that you can get a lot of different looks with the palette. So I think that this is an awesome palette. Like if you're on a budget and you want to try something from the drugstore, it's definitely something I would pick up and just play around with. Some of the colors, though, I will say they're not as pigmented, like this one and this one. They're not that great quality versus the rest of the palette. And the next things I got are from Ulta, and I'm going to start off with the lower end products. I picked up 2 of the Essence eyeshadows in 77 Sandy Says Hello and 35 Party All Night, and they look really gorgeous in the pan, but apparently there's like an overlay, so when you swatch them and that overlay is gone, they turn into these like kind of matte, not as pigmented eyeshadows, and I was really disappointed because I really thought that they were going to have that frosty metallic finish that they do when you first swatch them. But once you get underneath that overlay, it's a completely different eyeshadow. They're not the same. So I was really disappointed in these. I tried to do a look with them and it just didn't work out because they're not as pigmented and you really had to work with it, and they weren't as blendable. So these were only $2.99, so I can't complain, but I thought that they would be a little bit better. I would get a little bit more bang for my buck with these, but it's okay. They're decent. And the next thing I picked up were 3 of the lipsticks. And I also got a gloss, but it's in my purse, and it's a really high shine gloss. I picked up the lipstick in Barely There number 6, and it's a beautiful nude color. To be completely honest, I think this is a very Kylie Jenner color, so if you're on a budget, Barely There by Essence is something that I would probably look into, maybe with a NYX lip liner. And then the next thing I got was number 9, Wear Berries, and this is a very gorgeous berry color. I am super excited to wear this. I really love berry colors, especially for the fall, and it's a very pink toned berry color, so I'm really excited to use this. And the last color I got was Color Crush in number 8, and this is a very corally pinky color. Again, something that's more so for the summer, but it's going to be a really gorgeous color. I think all year round with a darker lip liner you can really play this up. So those are the 3 lipsticks that I purchased by Essence, and these were $2.99 also each. The next 4 things that I picked up from Ulta are more on the higher end spectrum of their line of the store, and I picked up 2 of the products by Urban Decay from the Pulp Fiction line, and I got the Mrs. Mia Wallace lip pencil, and it's a gorgeous deeper red color, and that's it right there. It's kind of like a brownish red color, and it's really, really pretty. I am really excited to use this for the fall. I think this is going to be like my go-to color that I will wear or rock for fall, because I've been really drawn towards red colors, and you'll see that in my haul. The next product I picked up was the Pulp Fiction the Revolution lipstick by Urban Decay, and it's in the color Mrs. Mia Wallace, so it's the same exact color as the lip liner, it's just the lipstick. And I am excited to wear this. I'm just excited to try all my new makeup. And it's picking up a little orange, but it's more of like a brick red. Super stoked to use this. I cannot wait. And the next product I picked up was a Too Faced melted liquefied longwear lipstick in the color Melted Berry, and this is again a very deep red berry color. And I love the packaging. I love that where the E has the hole, it's the hearts. The packaging is cool because you get the color of the lipstick on the packaging, and that goes for each one of their colors. And there's, I believe, like 8 colors. I don't know if this one was limited edition. This is one of their newer colors that I saw was underneath the new section. And this color is again a deep red berry color. And that's it right there. I'm so excited to use that color. I cannot wait. I think that's going to be gorgeous for the fall, winter, bringing on fall, September color. I'm really excited because September is my birthday, so that's why. And then the last thing that I got from Ulta was something that I was very, very excited for. And I knew I wanted it when I walked into Ulta, and I was like, I'm in here for something. I don't know what yet. And then I saw it, and I was like, that's what I'm in here for. And it is the Lorac Pro 2 palette, and it comes with a mini deluxe sample of their primer. I think it's their behind the scenes primer, and I am in love with this palette. I haven't used it yet because I wanted to film this video, but it comes like their first Pro palette. I don't have the first one. I only have this one. I wasn't a huge fan of the first one. I thought that the colors were a little... I wasn't a huge fan of the first Pro 2... I wasn't a huge fan of the first Pro palette. I thought that they could have done a lot better. I like that they had the 16 colors, and the top were the mattes and the bottoms were the shimmers. But I feel like the colors weren't... I feel like I have too many of those colors, and I wanted something different. And I already had the Naked palette, and I have a bunch of different palettes that I didn't necessarily need that particular palette. But what I will say is I love this one for the simple fact that the colors are a lot more cool toned. I love that they added that blue and that purple and this jade green color. I love the shimmers, the rosé color I'm so excited to use, and the chrome color as a color, and nectar too. I just love this palette. I think that they did an awesome job with the color range that they decided to use, because it's cool toned, but then you can definitely warm it up. There's a few warmer tone colors. They're mocha, light brown, beige. So you have a really great variety. They just didn't stick to, you know, all colors with a silver undertone that nobody could really work with. So the next two things that I picked up were from Outlook, and I purchased the new tube palette by The Balm because it was like $12, so I was like, you can't go wrong. And that's what it looks like. Simple palette. You got your neutrals. There was a really yellow toned gold color that I'm not a huge fan of, but and it's very powdery. Not a huge fan of it. And there's a few colors that I'm just like, okay. But I think that I can get a few decent looks out of it, so I'm excited to use this. And the next thing I picked up was also from The Balm, and it's the Mary Luminizer. And everybody knows that this is like a cult favorite, and it's amazing. To be completely honest, I'm still trying to see if I really love it. I think it's a gorgeous highlight, but I'm still in love with my MAC Whisper of Guilt. And there's a highlighter by Becca, the Moonstone or the Opal. I don't know which one I want to get, but I want to get one of them, if not both of them, because I am addicted to highlighters. I love highlighters. And I think this is pretty good. And then the next thing I picked up is from Sephora, and it's by Marc Jacobs. And it is their Remarkable concealer, and it comes in the glass container, Revy Flat, and I got it in the color number 3 Young, and I haven't used it, so that's what it looks like. When I swatched it in store, this was like, it was very close to my skin tone, but I think it'll be something nice to try out. And then the last thing that I picked up was the Micro Mini Beauty Blender, and it's so small. I gave one to my friend. It comes with 2 for $17, and it's just tiny. Like, it's like almost the size of my pinky. It's so cute. I'm like, look at that, like half an inch long. I don't know, but I'm super excited. So if you guys have any questions or concerns, please comment, rate, and subscribe. I can't wait to speak to you guys soon, and until next time, bye.